Hello and welcome back to my channel, and in my quest to do a movie review every day in March, I have come across the film Buybust, which is from the Philippines, and it is too long. It's over 2 hours long. There's no reason for it to be this long. It could quite easily be an hour and a half. It just needs to be a straightforward 90-minute film, job done. And I'll explain why. There are moments in the film where literally nothing happens for quite long periods of time, and the director has chosen, or director and editor has chosen to just keep on these moments of nothing happening. Literally nothing happens in these moments. And it's like, what is going on? This is going on for far too long. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of action in the film, and then you have the still moments, which is fine, but the still moments go on for too long. It takes you out of the film. And then it goes into these absurd action sequences, which are just plainly ridiculous. And then you have a moment of nothing again, which goes on for too long. And if you had to cut out all the bits of nothing, then you could have just a straightforward hour and a half action film, and it'd be fine. But there's no consistency in the film. It's like all and then nothing, and then all and then nothing. And it takes you out of the film, and then it tries to bring you back in, and then it pushes you out, and it's just it doesn't feel right. There's the continuity and the consistency is all wrong, and then the music score is all wrong, basically. See, most films will choose a style of music. Maybe they have like classical music in the background. A lot of Hollywood films have that. Or maybe they go for like a rock or a metal theme song, or a dance or a techno theme, or a drum and bass theme. Whatever theme it is, it's generally that kind of thing all the way through the film. Or maybe it's a pop theme, or a reggae theme, or whatever it is. It's that they kind of try and have that kind of thing all the way through the film. This one, it's just all over the place. You don't know where you are, what's going on with the music. One thing it's this, and then it's that, and then it's something obscure from over there, and then it pick something from down there. At one point I thought I was listening to a bunch of teenagers playing guitar in their garage. It was just completely bizarre. The music choices just made no sense, and it was kind of like the editing. It just made no sense. It was just no consistency to it. It's like, what is going on? And you know, if it did it once or twice, maybe I'd forgive him. And like, I know I can probably, if I tried, I could think of many films where it has a kind of music score all the way through, but maybe it has one or two songs which are a little bit different because that's what's happening and that's in the film. But no, not this one. It's all over the place. It's ridiculous. Just no thought had gone into the music at all. It really was like they weren't even trying. It's like, yeah, you know, that's an interesting tune, we'll put it there. Oh, I quite like that, we'll put it there. It's like, it doesn't work. Again, it kicks you out of the feel of the film. So again, not only do you have the consistency of the action and the slow bits being inconsistent, and with the music being inconsistent, it's just... And then we talk about the amount of deaths. It's ridiculous. I don't know if the director or whoever made the film just like, how many people can we get to die in this film in a completely unrealistic situation? It's basically, the cops have gone in. Basically, this, I haven't even talked about what the premise of the film is. There's these cops, and they're trying to clear the streets of drugs, basically. So they're going after a drug lord, and it all goes a bit wrong. And then everyone's trying to kill the police. And then suddenly you have scenes where the police are just walking around fine, and they're knocking on doors for help. And then everyone's trying to kill the police. And it's just, what is going on? And it's just like, this is stupid. You just have random people trying to kill them. It's like, and men trying to kill them, and then housewives trying to kill them, going, you killed all our husbands. And then it's just completely bonkers. And it's just like, it's just a kill fest. It's like, it's completely unnecessary. It's not like the cops, you know, in most action films like this, you got the cops here, they go in, they kill the bad guys, and you have, you know, big shootout, big epic fight scenes, film ends. No, not this one. It's like, how many innocent people can we kill in 2 hours is basically what this film should be called. Absolute madness. I mean, some of the fight scenes were actually quite well choreographed and quite good. And then other fight scenes just seemed to make no sense, and it's like, what's going on? So it's clearly, I felt like you had 2 or 3 different people choosing the choreography and how it should be done. It was there no consistency with like the choreography. There's no consistency with the film, with the camera work either. Some fight scenes were like, you know, chop, edit, edit, chop, edit, edit, you know, constant jump cut. A lot of movies do that kind of thing where they do the jump cut, so it makes it look more dramatic than it really is. And then towards the end, just out of nowhere, there's this like really long panning shot of a fight scene which goes on for ages. You know, it's quite impressive the way they did that. You know, it's just, you know, no edits at all, just really long fight scene. Again, the fight scene itself was completely ridiculous and absurd, and it's just like, again, no consistency. Is it the kind of film where it chops up everything and cuts it all together, or is it the kind of film where it has these long panning shots? I'm kind of thinking like a Liam Neeson action film with lots of jump cuts versus like a Keanu Reeves John Wick action film with lots of panned out long takes. And it's like, well, what type of film is it? And no consistency. Again, it's all over the place. The only saving grace of this film is the actress. Let me look up her name. Anne Curtis, who plays Nina Manigan. She was a good actress in this and clearly a skilled fighter. Again, because I watched it with English dubbing, it does take something away. You can never get the full emotion and what the original actor is trying to portray when it's dubbed in English, which is a little bit annoying. I would have preferred to have had it in the original language and read subtitles. Although I had English subtitles which didn't match up to the dubbing, so hey, that works out well. But yeah, she was the only decent thing in the film. Everything else, just no. It wasn't for me. I mean, some people might enjoy it. They might think, yay, look at all this gunfighting and all this martial art fighting and an absurd amount of people dying. Yeah, it's their kind of film. But for me, I've seen this type of film many times before, done a lot better than what this was. My opinions of Buybust, no, didn't really work. If it had a consistent soundtrack, it would have been better. If it had like consistency in the action, obviously no film can be full on action or full on quiet all the time. You need a variation, but it had too many quiet. I reckon this film could be re-edited to make it half an hour shorter, go from a 2-hour film to an hour and a half just by cutting out all the bits where nothing happens easily. So edit out all those bits where nothing happens, have a consistent film score and better editing so it's more consistent. So is it a jump cut or is it a continuous shot? Make that a bit more consistent and you probably got yourself a good film here. But again, that isn't what they went with, so this is what you've got and it's not for me. Right, so time to watch another film. Doing this film review thing every day in March is actually more of a challenge than I thought. But I will get there, hopefully. Don't know what I'm going to watch next. Guess you just have to see what I upload tomorrow. Alright, bye.